Imagine this: a remote farmhouse, deep in the forests of Germany. Snow on the ground. A family mysteriously slaughtered with a pickaxe, one by one. And after the murders, the killer stayed, ate their food, slept in their beds, fed their animals. This is not fiction. This is the Hinterkaifeck murder case. And it's one of the most disturbing real-life horror stories ever recorded. The year was 1922. The place, a small farmstead called Hinterkaifeck, about 70 kilometers north of Munich. Living there were 6 people: Andreas Gruber, his wife Cecilia, their widowed daughter Victoria, her 2 children, Cecilia and Joseph, and their maid, Maria Baumgartner. The family was known for keeping to themselves. But things took a dark turn when their previous maid left, claiming the house was haunted. She said she heard footsteps in the attic, whispers, breathing, and that she constantly felt watched. On the night of March 31st, something horrible happened. Each member of the family was lured into the barn and killed with a pickaxe. One by one. Blunt trauma to the skull. The maid, Maria, and young Joseph were killed inside the house. Their bodies were found days later, partially buried in hay. The family's animals were alive and fed. Bread had been eaten. Fires had been lit. Someone, possibly the killer, had stayed in the house for days. Neighbors noticed the family had vanished. Mail piled up. The school reported young Cecilia absent. When investigators entered the home, they found the scene gruesome: blood on the walls. Cecilia's face twisted in terror. Joseph in his crib, struck down. The killer used the family's own axe. The strange part? There were signs the killer had lived there after the murders. Food was recently eaten. The dog was tied up. Fresh footprints in the snow, but none leaving the house. Many were suspected, but no one was ever charged. Theories include a jealous ex-lover of Victoria, a family member with a secret grudge, a vagrant or war criminal. Some even believed it was something supernatural, a cursed land, or the devil himself. Strange sounds and voices had been reported weeks before, and neighbors claimed to have seen smoke coming from the chimney days after the murders. In 2007, the case was reopened by a German police academy. They studied DNA, reviewed every file, and still, no definitive answer. The house was eventually demolished. Nothing remains, but the story lives on, because no theory explains everything. Why did the killer stay? Why feed the animals? Why no escape prints in the snow? Some believe the killer was hiding in the attic for weeks, waiting. Over 100 years later, the Hinterkaifeck murders remain one of the most terrifying true crime stories in history. Was it a human monster, or something darker? Comment your theory below. If you're drawn to stories that chill the soul, subscribe to CreepyCore for more unsolved horror. Until next time, lock your doors, trust no one, and remember, some homes hide more than secrets.